the road to Cape Leveque in Western Australia's Dampier Peninsula. I've just left Broome. We've got a few hundred kilometres of track in front of us, and I reckon there's every chance of finding a great set of reptiles.
I just saw a small monitor in the middle of the road, and by the time I stopped the car, he ran across here. I followed him. He ran up the side of this burnt-out tree stump, and I can just see him sitting inside. Now, this habitat is pretty barren because it's severely fire affected. Maybe last dry season, a fire has just swept through here. But the monitors, they're really hardy, and they'll eat anything. Insects, other snakes, lizards. And my job is to try and get him out of there. And he's sitting at the minute, halfway, right about there. But I think I can grab his tail. Well, there he is. His head's down and his tail's up, about there. I just got to grab that tail. Okay, I've got the tail. Where's the head? Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a black-tailed monitor. There's lots of different monitors throughout Australia, but you see the colour and length of that tail give it away. One of my favourites, the small monitors, just got such character. Look at that long forked tongue, having a sniff. I'm all right, mate, don't worry about me. Beautifully featured, the monitors. Big eyes, superb for hunting. Small monitors will eat anything they can catch and fit down their throat. A long forked tongue for smelling, and particularly good hearing. You can see at the back of the head there, that big hole, that's his ear. And he's warm. He's out in the middle of the road and I can feel his temperature. He's much hotter than me. And how sleek are they? And they're fast. When he took off, I had no chance of keeping up with him. And it's me. Stay there, buddy. Please don't bite me. Don't bite me. Now, he's not aggressive. He's threatening there, puffing his body up, dropping that mouth a little bit, saying, if you muck around with me too much, I'll bite. I think that has to be one of the sexiest monitors in Australia. But it's time for me to go now, and time for him to go. Try and keep your eye on him. Once he knows he's free, he's still running. I saw him maybe a football field away, and he's still off. That was fun. Australia truly is the land of lizards. I just let go a monitor, walking back to the car, and I found this little dragon. Now, I must admit, I don't know what species it is. I'm sure it's probably common to this area, but we have such a variety of different lizards and dragons. It's hard to know them all. So the easiest thing is for me to take a couple of pictures and I can identify him when I get home. And take a picture of the back, the head, and the underbelly. That's often helpful. Now, I think he's probably full grown. In this harsh habitat, I don't believe he'd get much bigger than that. But it's time for him to go too. See you, buddy.
As the sun sets on the Dampier Peninsula, wildlife is sure to become more abundant. And look at that! We got a frill-necked lizard blocking the way.
Whoop! Where'd he go? Hold up, just let me listen for him.
When he starts running, there's no looking back. But something I'm sure of, as soon as he was spooked, he would have made a beeline for one of these trees.
Got him, he's up the tree. I can see you. Whichever side I move, he moves around the tree. Thinks I can't see him. Couldn't find him for a minute, but Frilly's always run to a tree, and I'm lucky because he's low. Be a lot harder if he was up there.
Found right across the top end of Australia, a frilly's colouring will vary depending on the habitat. While he blends in perfectly here, his cousins in the Northern Territory or Queensland will have evolved subtle differences to suit their surroundings.
Look at their camouflage. It's no wonder whenever they're frightened, they run for a tree and then they cling to it. He's nearly impossible to see there. Hey, this is one of Australia's most iconic lizards. And that's why it's called a frill-neck lizard. Now that frill's used just to make him look bigger. So if I was a predator, he's gonna frill up and try and say, look how big I am. And it's got dangerous colours, red and yellow. It's all used to try and intimidate a predator.
There's no doubt these frillies are fiery customers. If there was ever a case of reptilian small man syndrome, this is it.
Look at you.
And if his frill and attitude don't scare away a predator, he'll swallow his pride and run away, straight up the nearest tree.
Look at you. How much character does it have? How much attitude and fire? Hey. Hey. And the most important thing is, I put him right back where I found him. See you, mate. There's your tree. Don't worry about me. There you go.
It's a busy day at the reptile park and the picnic ground is packed with visitors.
Give him that.
To make sure the animals are on their best behaviour, the team and I are keeping a close watch.
There's our lunch. Quick, eat it, Eli, otherwise he might come and get yours too.
We get loads of positive feedback about the park, that people have had a great day, liked engaging and being interactive, hands-on with animals.
The trouble lately is that some of the emus have started getting a bit too inquisitive.
Go away, go.
Particularly when there's food around.
That was my lunch.
They're stealing hot chips, taking sandwiches, scaring, terrorising kids, pecking ears, trying to steal jewellery.
Go away.
What's your lunch there? Hey, stop that, mate, sorry.
No.
Hey, he's okay. He wants food. The troublemakers are emus, 3 of them. They're at an age where they're bold and they've been brought up around people, so they're just barging in and taking someone's lunch. Sorry, guys. Hey, out of here. Sorry. The worrying thing is that when they get so close, they are scaring little kids. That can lead to someone reacting and then the emu reacting, and it could go one step further and the emu knocks a small child over. That's pretty serious and we don't want that to happen. I've got to move them out now. They can't stay in here. It's busy and they're scaring people. Hey, Mickey, could you give me a hand, please? The emus are at it again.
Got nothing, Phil.
Oh, he's at it again. What are you doing, mate? You're terrorising people. You need to go away, please, up here.
I've got a mate, Jason, at the Hunter Valley Zoo that might be able to help.
Hey, you know these emus that I've told you about?
Yes, mate, yep.
The rat pack? I can't stop them, mate. They're out of control. I've got to bring them up.
Okay, of course, here's some grief there, mate.
Oh, Well, they're not causing me too much grief, but our poor visitors, they're a menace.
Okay.
You got somewhere for them?
Yeah, mate, we've got a paddock. We've got 5 little ones up there as well, so they'll fit in real nice.
Good. Okay, mate, I'll see you soon.
All right, mate. Good luck.
Hey, this way. This way. This way. Come on, mate. I don't want you to go away, but you're being naughty. I really don't want to catch the emus with a park full of people, but they're not playing ball. If we try and grab one and it darts off, it could knock over someone. I don't want that to happen. Come on, guys. They're flighty. They know something's not right. That's a bird. This way. Come on. Come on, mate. This looks hard because it is hard. Full park of people. We don't want to run the emus, but I'm not having any luck coaxing them up to where I need them to go. Yep, that way, that way. We're gonna have to grab them. Not like normal, no chasing and grab.
Yeah.
Just opportunistically next to him,
Yep.
Bang. No kids around. If I grab him, please clear my path.
Yep.
If you grab him, I'll clear yours, straight up to the holding yard.
Yep.
Hey, out of there. Out of there. Now, emus, they're big. They're incredibly strong, and it's a very specific grab, so you've got to commit to it 100%. Once you get them, you lift them up, because if their feet can touch the ground, they're way too strong. They'll just push off and they'll break loose. Yep. Nick, can you give me a hand, mate? From behind there. No legs. Yep, just put some weight on, please.
You'd think catching an emu would be easy. They look like an oversized chook, but it's actually quite dangerous. If you get in road of those big feet, they can break your leg, they can break your arm. So it's high stakes because there's so many things that could actually happen.
He's gonna kick.
It's not over until this fella's safely tucked away in the back of the trailer. I'm on the road to Cape Leveque in Western Australia. It's dark now, which means only one thing in the Aussie outback: it comes alive.
This is a black-headed python. It's a specialist reptile eater, and it's one of only 2 python species in Australia, the blackhead and the woma, that don't have heat-sensing pits. They're not much use when you're looking for a cold-blooded species. Now, I can see he's got ticks all over his head. I need to find a branch. And I've got myself a pair of tweezers, and I'm just gonna take those ticks off because I don't think they'd feel very nice. Oh, it was hot today, and he is warm to the touch. Now I'm just gonna use this. Come here, buddy. Come on, mate, I'm just gonna help you out. Okay, got him. Have a look at that. One of my favourite pythons. No need to guess why he gets his name. They'll sit that black head just outside a burrow and collect the morning sun, but they're mainly nocturnal. Now, look at this here. That's a big tick. He's got a couple there, and I'm just going to take them off. Here's another one. He's going to feel a lot better for that. Like all pythons, he's a constrictor. So when he grabs onto a lizard or a gecko, he's going to wrap around it, and each time the lizard breathes out, he'll squeeze a little bit tighter until they suffocate. What a great find. I'll move him off the road. See you, mate.
This is one of the last regions across the top that hasn't been affected by the deadly cane toad invasion. The saddest thing is, they're on their way, and before long, any one of these reptiles could become endangered.
I don't believe it. I think I've just seen something pretty special. Under here is a skink called a banded sand swimmer. As the name suggests, they're found in sandy country, and this is certainly sandy, but I'm pretty excited to get a better look. I've got him. Oh, ants all over me. But I got the lizard. Oh, they're biting me. Look at that. That's a banded sand swimmer.
You don't see many lizards with a sleek, shiny body like that. It's there for a reason, of course, just like that shovel-shaped head. As the name suggests, this fella can swim through sand. The reason? The element of surprise. They'll wait just below the surface for an unknowing victim, say an insect or a smaller lizard, and then punch through the sand and devour their prey. Their prey themselves, of course. A tasty morsel for an owl or snake, but that ability to dive down is great for remaining hidden.
I just can't believe I found one here. Banded sand swimmers are generally associated with the arid interior, red sand and deserts. And although there's red sand here, and it's certainly arid, I'm only 1 kilometre from the coast, and that could mean this sighting's pretty special. I've seen a lot of things on the Dampier Peninsula, but I think this is hands down my best find. It's time for him to go home. Off you go, mate.
Driving anywhere at night has its challenges, but driving through remote Western Australia is even more dangerous. Wandering roos and cattle can be deadly for both animal and driver. But when smaller reptiles cross the road, there's only one victim, which is why you've got to keep your eyes peeled.
That is an olive python. And believe it or not, he's only 1 year or 2 old. This is Australia's heaviest snake. And I guess that arguably makes it the biggest, depends on whether you're going by weight or length. And at times, they can be a bit cranky and they pack a punch, mouthful of razor-sharp teeth. And that we're seeing right now is a strike pose.
Like a jack-in-the-box, they spring-load their bodies ready to strike an unsuspecting prey.
This python really tops off the trip to the Dampier Peninsula for me. At the moment, I'm right up the top at Cape Leveque on the coast. And on the way up, I've seen an abundance of reptiles and an equal amount of birds. Having olive pythons here indicates that there's also a good abundance of mammals. Finding this olive python completes an unbelievable set for me today. I've seen lizards, skinks, dragons. The biodiversity that this place has retained is encouraging, it's alive. And I'm glad I've been here to see it. It's time to let him go now. See you, mate.
Go away.
What's your lunch there? Hey.
We've got a few problem emus at the park that have been harassing visitors.
Got nothing first.
I've got somewhere for them to go, but they don't seem to be all that willing.
That's one big chicken. Settle, mate. Okay, out we go. I've caught the first emu. The problem is, I've got 100 metres to walk and he kicks and he kicks. Let's make sure those legs can't hit anything. That's it. So the emu itself isn't so heavy, maybe 25 kilos. But when you've got him up, the feet are either going to spray to the left or spray to the right. Whichever side his feet are, your head goes to the opposite and you tuck it in. That's how you stay safe. 1, 2, door, boys.
With one down, it's not long before his mate follows suit.
Come in, boys. Come on, mate. It's almost there.
It saw what's going on and it's like, I don't want to be picked up, so it's just easily made its way to the gate.
That's it. Hey, well done. Gates.
We just simply close the gates behind it, corral it up to the holding area, in the back of the truck.
2 down, 1 to go. It goes out. That's good. That's it, mate. Just put your arms out a little. Yep, in you come. The first 2 emus were easy, but this last one has seen his mates go and he's a bit flighty, which makes him harder to catch, but this is all about finding them a beautiful home in a big paddock where they can roam free and not terrorise people. So very soon, they'll be happy. Okay, you come over this side, mate. Lock him.
Stand, push in, push in, push in, push in. Push in, grab him, that's it.
Got him. Where are the legs? Yep, that's okay. Okay. Let's go. Gate, please. So Kyle, come in behind me. Just cuddle me, mate. Put your arms around the emu and pull him in tight.
Legs coming on your wrist.
People make the mistake of thinking, grab the legs, and I'll stop them from moving. Worst thing you can possibly do, because it gives the emu leverage, and then he's going to be pushing back against me. I'll drop him.
Good. Go for it. Go.
Well done, mate.
It's on your leg, mate.
I don't know who's better off, me or him. Not nice, and it was all warm.
With our 3 troublemakers safely in the back, it's time to make tracks for their new home.
This is beautiful, mate.
They're going to like it.
Yeah, they're going to love
Their
it.
friends are curious about what's in the trailer, I reckon.
How many's in here?
We've got 4 in here all up.
Yeah.
Mixed ages, but there is a little 1-year-old as well.
So this is it?
Yeah, mate.
Okay, what I'm going to do is just open this door.
Yep.
And we'll hang over there.
Yep.
And hopefully they just walk out.
Sounds good, mate.
Okay.
Join the others.
For a minute there, they just sat there in the trailer, and I'm thinking, please don't make me go in there.
Oh no, here we go. He's going to lead the way. Well done, mate.
Little mate.
Well done.
And then the first one walks out. 2, 3, and the other 2 follow. I'm relieved and happy that this is their new home. See you later, mate. Hope you're happy here in your new home. Ain't go giving Jace any trouble. I'll see you when I come back.